How would you like to have awesome lettuce like this at your fingertips whenever you wanted? Well, stick around. We're going to talk about 3 things that you need to consider before you get into the world of hydroponics.
Don't force me out of bed in your society. Don't push me down the road you're playing down. Don't try to fix my head, it's just your anxiety. Don't hush me now, cause I just wanna shout. Don't make me dance to the tune that you're humming. No, my body don't move like that. Don't make me pretend I don't see your shortcomings. You'll be running when I raise the black flag. Get out your bomb and fly away. We'll be dancing with our hands in the air when our new dawn is rising. To the break of dawn. You can't keep me in a cage made of tired ideas. It's rusting out faster by the day. I won't wear your leash, I won't take no deals. I won't stay quiet when there's so much left to say. I'm not buying no mirage of suburban life when there's a fire raging just outside our door. You talk about peace on earth and the summer of love while you're sleeping on pills through the war. Get out your bomb and fly away. We'll be dancing with our hands in the air when our new dawn is rising. We'll be dancing with our hands in the air when our new dawn is to the break of dawn.
Alright, welcome to Keep On Growing. And yeah, we've got this lettuce. Wouldn't that be awesome to have that in your kitchen so that whenever you're making a sandwich, you can just reach over and grab some. Or if you feel like a salad, who wants a salad? Just pull some off of there. This is awesome. And number one that we're going to talk about is I want to show you this is proof of what you can do. It's hot, I know, around the country here. Let's see, we're at 90 degrees here in Florida. I know you guys are hotter around the country. The feels like 99 degrees. And we're growing lettuce like this. So if you can grow indoors, if you got a little spot where you can set up a little, look at that. All of this is just on one of those containers. Isn't that cool? A little container. This holds 2.5 gallons of water. It's only about 16 inches by 13 inches. It's not very big, about 7 inches tall. And we can grow all of this. This basically would put 2.5 gallons of water in there, and I haven't done anything to it. Just before we filmed, it was a little low, and I put a little fresh water. I put about a quart of fresh water in there. So it might be time to add a little bit more. But up to this point, we haven't done anything, and we grew all of this. Set it and forget it. We took them, planted them out. Would we grow them in these little? We do it easy ways. We just use a little microgreen grower like we do. We used the homemade grow mat, and that's free, right? And we grew our little sprouts. If you don't want to do that and you want to forego that step, you can always go up to Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart, your local nursery, what have you. You can buy transplants, rinse off the roots, and just pop them into one of these containers with, you guys have seen these all over at summertime, right? This pool noodle, right? So the kids have these, they're everywhere. And all we're doing is taking that pool noodle and cutting it into slices. And you just use this to hold your transplant up in here. It's that simple. You know, there's a couple other little nuances, a couple little tips in that, but basically in a nutshell, that's what we do. And I've got like 30 or 40 of these going like at any one time all around my yard and house and that. So you can too. Now, if you don't want to grow on that scale, but you still want something like this in your kitchen, number two that we need to talk about is I did put a little aeration on this one. Now this little pump that I got from Amazon, I'll put a link down below. It's a little aquarium pump, and it comes with a little tube and check valve so that, you know, it doesn't get water back, flows back into the pump. It's got a little air stone that goes inside of here, and this is part of the proof, number one, is that I grew this. See that? There's the roots. We didn't just go buy these from the store and just throw a bunch of lettuce up on top of the container. These are actually growing on here. So there's proof that we did grow this. You can do this. You can do this. And to do it a little better, put a little aeration on it, grew it inside the house. If you got a little space where you can set up a couple of these containers, you can have leafy greens like this all year round. So if you went down the hydroponics rabbit hole and you watched a bunch of videos, you didn't know that a lot of people tell you, you need aeration, you need aeration. People come on this channel all the time and they're like, you know, we're growing with the crack can. They're going, but Mr. Doozy, you don't have any aeration. And I'm saying, well, you don't really need it. If you can do it, you can grow like this. It is better. So I do think that putting a little aeration on it does give you a better product. But I don't want that to hold you back. If you don't want to, like I've got 30 or 40 containers, I'd have to run tubes all over the place, or I'd have to have a bunch of pumps and everything plugged in. And I just don't want to do that. It'd just be a headache. So I do the crack key system. But if you have just a couple of these around your house and you just want to get one little small aquarium pump and run a couple of tubes to a couple of these, then it is better. Go ahead and give that a try. Alrighty. Number three that we want to talk about is where to go from here. My son wants to have a sandwich. He was about to grab it. I said, let me go film real quick. So he's waiting on a sandwich. So we're going to pull some of this off, have a sandwich. Keely's going to get some of these big leaves and make some lettuce wrap. She puts a little cut up teriyaki chicken or teriyaki tofu, fried crispy rice noodles and a little sauce, and rolls them up in there. It's awesome. So we can't, you know, our mouth was watering just thinking about it. So we're going to harvest some of this. You guys let me know down in the comments. Do you think I should harvest the whole thing and start over and maybe do it without the aeration so we can do a comparison, or start over with a different type of nutrients, you know, try something different? Or should we just leave it go? It's halfway up, just fill some more nutrients and fill some more water up in here and pick some of the leaves, harvest some of it, and then have some of these smaller ones keep growing and see how it goes. Because right now I've got one leaf with a tiny bit of tip burn. All these other ones you can see look wonderful. There's just a tiny little bit there. So we can let it go and see how long it goes before, you know, things go to pot or it bolts or what have you. But these are tender. These are delicious. These are awesome right now. There's just 4 spots on here that we're growing with. I think I've got like 2 in each spot. So a bunch of leaf lettuce. You guys let me know what you want us to do. By the time you comment, we might have picked a couple leaves off here already and started eating. But this is ready to harvest. And I just want you guys to know how easy and simple and inexpensive this is, and that if I can do this, then you can too. So if you're new here and you want to learn how to grow stuff like this, easy, inexpensive ways, consider subscribing. That way you don't miss out on anything. And give us a little thumbs up. It lets the YouTube algorithm know that you like what you're seeing. So now you see how easy and simple it can be putting one of these systems together. We've got a lot more videos coming. We've got a lot more information on the channel. Take a look around the channel. Got any questions? Let me know down in the comments and I'll answer them for you. You guys get out there, live to inspire, spread the word. We want everybody to learn how to grow their own food, right? Keep on growing and be the change. Catch you next time.